Hi, my name is Brandon Fiala, and I'm an Idaho attorney. I recently passed the July bar here in Idaho, and I used AmeriBar's full course review. Overall, I was highly satisfied, and I would definitely recommend AmeriBar's system because, first of all, the outlines were really great. I was genuinely impressed with them. They offered just the information you needed. They were concise and easy to follow, and compared to outlines I'd used for my law school courses, AmeriBar's outlines were just right to the point. I felt like they just gave just the information you needed and nothing more. And then when I got closer to the actual bar exam, I used their online audio lectures, and I found those to be surprisingly helpful. I normally don't like lectures online that much, but AmeriBar's were really good. The narrators generally followed the topic outlines, but they offered additional information, supplemental information, so it wasn't just verbatim following the outlines that I read. It was a little bit different perspective, and helped me really understand the information a different way. And the narrators were easy to understand. Every once in a while they had some humor, and that was always appreciated when trying to learn the rule against perpetuities or something like that. And overall, I highly recommend AmeriBar. And if you're considering AmeriBar versus some of the more maybe well-known competitors, I would definitely say go for AmeriBar because it offers really great value, and I think that it's comparable or even better than maybe some of the more well-known products, maybe such. And then in terms of the value, I don't think you can get a better value. I paid probably a third or less than what I would have paid for someone like. And for that price, you're not getting anything less. You're getting a full course review, and I think that you'll be highly satisfied with it. So overall, I highly recommend AmeriBar. I chose AmeriBar initially because just simply the cost. I thought that paying so much money for compared to AmeriBar didn't make any sense, and I thought that if AmeriBar offers a full course review, that I would try it, and it turned out to exceed my expectations. So initially it was the value that AmeriBar offered that caught my eye. The aspects of AmeriBar that impressed me the most would be probably the outlines. That's what I mostly studied from. I went over the outlines a lot, and I just found them to be really impressive. I sometimes don't like outlines so much in law school, but AmeriBar's I quite enjoyed reading because it's comprehensive, it covers everything, and yet they don't go into so much detail that you're bogged down. You feel like you understand it enough, but and it was very logical. And the audio lectures were good too. They have a really good online system. They have a lot of questions, practice questions you can do online, and that starring system that AmeriBar has in their outlines was also very helpful. I like that because it gives you an idea of what to focus on, kind of what's important and what's not important. And when it comes close to the actual bar exam time, it makes it easier to study because you can just focus on the big topics and worry less about stuff that's not starred. And I found that in my experience, their starring system was very accurate. I studied everything, of course, just like they recommend, but I do think when it gets down to crunch time, following a study protocol based on the star system, AmeriBar's outlines were very concise, very easy to read. I think, in my opinion, their outlines are the crown jewel of their system. That's what makes it really work, and that's, I think, a better outline than I think you could find anywhere else. It's a genuinely impressive outline system. I did use AmeriBar's schedule system. They have different schedules, which is quite nice. They have everything from I think a 1 month to a 3 month or longer type schedule, depending on whatever your needs are. And that system is helpful. I followed also the advice they give in bar preparation on their audio lectures as far as the number of hours to study, what to focus on first, that sort of thing. So I followed that. I also just did what I felt comfortable with, which was following the outlines primarily. I think with AmeriBar, between their outlines, the audio lectures, I don't think you can go wrong. As far as AmeriBar's customer service, I was quite pleased. I did have to email AmeriBar a couple questions regarding online access, and I always got a response within the next day. I was always pleasantly surprised by how quickly their responses to my questions were via email. So as far as customer service goes, it was great. I think some of the advantages to a self-study bar review course is that you can set your own pace, you can tailor it to your own needs, so it's not a one-size-fits-all situation for most people, because you have different amounts of time before the bar. You may know more information than not, and self-study, you can just do exactly what you need. I think it can be more efficient because you're not attending lectures that maybe you already understand or are comfortable with. You can focus simply on the information you need, and you can do it in an environment that's most comfortable for you, whether it's at home, at work, or school, or wherever. You can bring the product to you as opposed to having to go out to lectures. And even so, even though it is self-study, you do have a lot of support. You can use their online question bank. You have customer support. There's lectures to listen to. So even though it's self-study, I don't think it's any different really than a more hands-on type course, because you have lectures, you have the questions, you have the outlines, you have all the same material. So personally, I don't see much difference between a self-study course and a course where you have live instructors. To me, I don't see the difference. And finally, yes, AmeriBar's course review was significantly less expensive than competitors. AmeriBar's full course review that I used was at least a third less than popular competitors such as, and that does make a big difference. You're just getting out of law school, you're looking for a job, and for a lot of people, price is an issue. And even if price isn't an issue, you're just, all you want to do is pass the bar, regardless of what the cost may be. I don't think you can get a better product than AmeriBar based on my own experiences with it. I just don't think you can find a better system. It has everything, it's comprehensive. So overall, for people considering AmeriBar versus others, I strongly recommend AmeriBar. I don't think you'll find a better product. Thank you.